Um, so last night I was very emotional about what's happening in this country. I do not feel prideful about how things are transpiring in this country. Watching how people in politics that are running Congress and the Senate are protecting Trump and the Epstein files and have pushed back women's rights to autonomy over their bodies, and have said in legislation, or have been pushing in legislation, that they don't care if a woman or a little girl 12 years old, if she gets raped even by her own father, that she doesn't have the right to abort her baby, or nobody has the right as a parent, if their child is sexually assaulted, their female child is sexually assaulted, to be able to get an abortion from the rapist. They're pushing this agenda, and I literally think that it's very unsafe for young women in this country. And I have 2 daughters, okay? And I'm almost 60. And I really believe that it's a very insecure and unsafe place, because you have these trad wives of these white supremacists that are pushing to take away women's right to vote and their freedoms, like their complete freedoms away. United States isn't safe. And I never in my life, in 60 fucking years of living, did I ever think that I would say these or utter these words out of my mouth, that I feel young women, and I feel very sad, because anybody that is not of age to be able to travel on their own, like little girls, from the age of 1 years old to 18 years old, young women, up to the age of 18, they're basically under the yoke of their parents. And if their parents want to have this type of country where their daughters don't have freedoms, essential freedoms, it's a sad day in the United States. And I really wish that even the younger girls, because they're going to be targeted from the age of probably 9, maybe even younger, okay, to birth children, because that's the agenda, to birth children for white supremacists, right? And they're pushing this agenda on these young women, and then also feeling as though, hey, we can rape them, we can produce children by rape, and they are not going to be able to abort the child. So this is where white supremacy has taken such an evil, and I mean, they've always been evil, but have taken a more evil route to upping the numbers of white supremacy, right? Because they want to use young girls' bodies, young women's bodies, to produce their child, basically against their will, okay? And the reason I never could understand, why would you vote for a man who has been already convicted of rape, but then again have numerous things in his in video and testimony against him concerning young women, young little girls, teenagers, and raping them, okay? And I couldn't understand, but now I fully understand that what this white supremacy movement is headed for. They don't want women to have self-autonomy or protections, and that this is how they're going to try and get their numbers up again. And I feel really devastated to say these things, because I love this country. I really love this country. I love this nation. But I don't think it's safe for young women, and I think they need to leave. I think that all young women of consenting age need to hop on a fucking plane and get the fuck out of the United States. I would have loved for them to be able to vote for this election coming up, but to be honest, come on, little girl. I think the tampering that is going to happen, and it will take time to figure out the tampering that's going to happen in the elections, because they're going to try every dirty trick in the book to keep this agenda moving. And I really feel that unless women leave the country, go to Asian countries, I don't know about a lot of South American countries, but for sure Africa and Europe, they need to get out and go, because I don't think they're going to be safe. I think they need to, in mass numbers, and I'm talking millions and millions of young women, need to leave the country. And if these trad wives that think that these white supremacists are going to keep them in protection, oh girly, once you have eroded your rights as a female woman, right? Once you have eroded any protection for yourself, you're going to be a target. Your body, your own body is going to be a target. So all you white supremacist females who want this and want women's rights to vote and all these things for their own protection, you want to take them away, you're going to be on the target. You're going to be on the target. So when you go walking down the street and somebody jumps on you and rapes you and creates a child in your womb that you didn't want, you're going to have to live with your choices for other women, because that's what's going to happen. If you don't think that them allowing Trump to get away with rape and pedophilia and all these things that are happening in the government, you will be the target. It will happen to you as well. Again, I'm going to say this. If you're a young woman of the age of 18 and older, and within birthing years, and let's just say you don't ever want to have a child either, leave to another country and get a tubal ligation and then come back if you want to come back to the United States. But I think it's a wrap for the United States right now. I don't see the United States because the decay is so bad. We've had presidents that have done corrupt things, but they've never done it openly in your face and gave you the big fucking middle finger and told you fuck you as a nation, and continue to do the corruption right in front of your fucking face. It's a wrap for the United States.